Hello, I'm Johnny Chaffin from Collins Manufacturing, and this video is a continuation of our videos on the 8282 shampoo chair. And this one has the optional heat massage unit, and of course the up and down system. We've already removed the back in the previous video, so we don't have to go over that again. What we're going to talk about now is the motor system, the lift system. So in this particular one, there's three major parts. You have the transformer that plugs into the wall, you have the actual lift motor, and then you have the wand. One of the things that would be important about a wand is it doesn't like to get wet. So sometimes I know the stylists like to help the client, but please dry your hands before you do. It'll make this last a lot longer. The other thing is, on the older models, they had the transformer. This is the transformer here. The transformer was bolted here. It had a little green LED in it. That's a good way to check for power. Another thing on these is most of these chairs are required by law to be wired into a GFI outlet. So if your chair suddenly quits working, check and see if the GFI is tripped, because you're in a moist area, you may have tripped. Wands are probably one of the most frequently replaced item. Again, because they used it with wet hands, getting dropped, damaged, whatever. Transformers, very seldom, and drive units, almost never. Usually if a drive unit goes bad, it'll start making a lot of noise before it actually fails. If you have a chair that's chattering when it's going up and down, these glide systems in here, we'll let Matt zoom in here. These glide systems here, there's four of them. You can treat these with a little bit of Vaseline and a paintbrush, and that'll help with it making it move up and down easier. You may have to do that after 4 or 5 years. And then on replacing a motor, these pins, excuse me just for a second. The pin that maintains the position of the motor is it's a straight pin with a little bobby pin on it. I've already removed these just for simplicity, but you just pull that little bobby pin out and then get your motor. We're going to use a block of wood to make this a little easier. If your chair moves, you can raise it up. I'm going to put a cheat in here, block, and this will just give me more room to work. Then I'm going to lower it slowly. And if you'll notice, if I get to the right point, the pin becomes loose. So my pin now is loose. And if we turn around, we'll go to the other side of the chair, because there's two pins, one at top and one at bottom. This little flap is just for cosmetics. It's Velcroed in, so you can pull it out just like the back and get it out of your way. And I got my piece of wood on it. Now, you see the upper pin up here? So when you get it where it's loose, you can drop the upper pin out, and this will let this assembly fall. And you go back to the back of the chair and move that pin, and you can take the motor completely out. Then to put it back in, you want to connect this pin first, and then use your controller, your wand up and down, to adjust it until the back pin's perfectly aligned, and you can just slip it right back into the hole. The wand just plugs in here. It's a simple plug. It only goes in one way. I'm not going to disconnect this plug because they've got it ready for shipment. This is a new chair. But that should cover everything that you need to know about replacing a motor. One thing to remember is when you get through, make sure you remove the blocks. And don't overdrive the chair down when you got the blocks in it. The motor cuts itself off at the lowest position, but when you do this, it won't know that, and you can drive it down and actually break the cross members, which means you'd have to replace the chair. So again, I'm Johnny Chaffin. Thank you for watching this video.